Namaste. Good morning. Today I find myself waking up in a hotel room in Honolulu, Hawaii, thanks to United Airlines. As it turned out, my flight yesterday from Phoenix to LAX was delayed, and then delayed some more, and then delayed and delayed and delayed some more. So I ended up missing my connection from LA to Hilo, and it was really funny. From one moment, a stranger, next moment I had a new travel best buddy. I met another beautiful person who is traveling to Hilo and lives in Hilo, and now I have another friend in Hilo and have gotten to spend the last 24 hours together with a new friend. So, what could have been an, incredibly stressful, fear-inciting, anxiety-provoking, stressful, disappointing experience has turned out to be an absolute pleasure and an absolute opportunity to connect with a very kind, like-minded soul. So, very grateful for this little hiccup in the journey, which is turning out to be, a perfect hiccup in the journey, as the universe will so do when you are living in alignment with your life purpose or your mission or whatever you're here on earth and called to do. So I am feeling really, really blessed and really excited about a little fruity breakfast on United this morning, and hopefully getting out of this morning and making it to Hilo and seeing all my friends there and connecting with so many other wonderful, like-minded, kindred spirits on the Big Island Fruit Festival. But yeah, it has been an absolute whirlwind of emotions so far. The past few days I've traveled at least, 1,600 miles from Terre Haute, Indiana, driving 24 hours straight through Illinois, Missouri, Oklahoma, Texas, the little top part, New Mexico, completely in the blackness of night, admiring the company of the shining stars, and through Arizona, watching the sun rise in Arizona and traveling through the mountains and opening up into the desert that is the Scottsdale area. And I did that drive in like 24 hours. I actually did not sleep substantially. In previous trips, I would actually, stay the night in a crappy hotel or something, but this time I was like, I want to go straight through. I was flying high on lots of adrenaline and super excited, and I went with it, and I used lots of peppermint oil, thanks to my dear friend Patty, to keep me awake, along with a lot of this kind of thing, and cozied up in my shawl that my dear friend Katie made for me to keep me warm in the cold of the night, and played with my crystals on the way to give my hand something to do with, and listened to wonderful works by Carolyn Mace and the wonderful Ritual podcast, the Approaching the Natural podcast with Sid Garza Hillman, and kept my mind, body, and spirit very much engaged, and had a few little rest stops where I would pull over and close my eyes and just meditate and let my eyes relax, because staring straight ahead at the road and paying so much attention, that really takes a lot of focus with the eyes and with the neck too. So I did have one little 30 minute power nap at one point. Was able to fall asleep in my car like this, like on my center console. For a little bit, and then, startled awake, it was like, let's go. So I made it into Arizona, had an absolutely amazing, wonderful time with my mom. It was truly perfect, beautiful, beautiful opportunity to really connect with her and facilitate some major healing, bi-directionally for both of us, just spending positive time with one another, being open and honest, and really having like a deep, heartfelt connection. And I'm just so grateful for, the little bit of time we had together. And I mean, that is why I hauled ass essentially to Arizona, as I wanted to spend time with my mom. I'd really missed my mom, and I'm really, really grateful for that time I had with her, and figuring out all the little kinks about my journey, like flying my bike over was a big issue. I have a couple really nice road bikes, and I wanted to take my favorite one that's like fitted to me, super fancy, super nice, love that bike, wanted to fly with it essentially, and had not done extensive research on how to do that. And so in my 2 days in Arizona, I was gonna figure that out. And I figured out all the various options, and it just did not make sense, like financially or really intention-wise, for me to bring the bike when my intention is not to like race around the island or anything. My goal with having a bike is to actually have something nice to putz around on and like commute with. And a racing bike, the one that I have is really not suited to that. I have to wear the cleats and the padded shorts, and I'm really far forward, hunched over on it, so even like wearing a backpack would be sort of challenging and less than comfortable. And plus financially, it was like I would be paying probably twice, maybe even 3 times as much to get that bike over than it would cost to buy kind of an on-sale cruiser or mountain bike, from a shop in town, because you have to like disassemble the bike and like put it in a box and pack it and then pay the airline. And because I don't know how to put bikes together and take them apart, then I would have to take it, to a shop in Hilo and have them put it together for me, and yada, yada, yada. Then I have this, really fancy bike that is asking to be stolen, if, I'm camping around and don't necessarily have a place to put it that's safe all the time. So, not going to deal with that. Gonna just buy a bike in Hilo, and I'm excited about that. I was just really grateful to be able to bounce around these ideas at the bike shop, things that had not crossed my mind, and really entertaining all the possibilities. I met a total angel there, Rachel, who, really helped guide me and have that brainstorm session. It's so amazing when you're able to connect with people who, are just, they seem to be there to help you along your journey. Super grateful for that. I also got to take 2 amazing yoga classes at my favorite yoga studio in Scottsdale, Yoga Village. I took a very relaxing yoga nidra class, which is like a yoga sleep class. It's amazing, and yoga should offer it. Katie, you should offer it too. It's like yin, but it's even slower and more relaxing, and it's more like you do some gentle stretching in the beginning, and then like the last 40 minutes is like a guided meditation. The instructor took us through like a guided self-massage, and that was really nice. Used some essential oils, some orange, did the eye pillow. After that, I can't tell you what happened because I conked out. which is so unlike me. Usually during Savasana, I stay conscious and, enter an altered state of consciousness where, I'm very either leave my body or much less in touch with, I guess free from mental activity and things like that. I enter like a very nice, calm, relaxed state, but never usually am one to fall asleep. But after 24 hours driving straight, I did fall asleep, so I don't know really what happened. The next day I took a beautiful yin class, which was really prop intensive and was very cool to use so many different props to help modify the various poses in yin for long 5-minute holds. So I also got a massage while I was in Scottsdale at a Hawaiian experience spa. Typically in Scottsdale I go to the same massage place, but this time that one had actually closed, so I looked for a new one, and one of the first ones that popped up was Hawaiian Experience, and I was like, yeah, like how perfect is that? And it was totally aloha vibes and an amazing experience. So yeah, the past, few days have really gone about as well as I could have hoped. Not having any expectations is really the way to go, and yeah, I'm just flowing along in the universe and going with it and loving it. So I wish that you're able to do the same. Be in your flow, enjoy your flow, embrace your flow, trust in the flow, and the flow will love you back. So namaste to you. Thank you for being, and thank you for watching too.